So there's one thing that separates average students from those high-performing students. And that thing, amongst many others, is sleep. If you're a student, you might or might not know that sleep is actually almost as important as the act of studying itself when approaching an exam. Hi, my name is Mario and I am a 16-year-old A-level student from Spain. As you can guess from my age, I'm definitely not an expert. However, in this video, I will be breaking down various sources of evidence from different studies around the topic of sleep and how it affects academic performance. Then I will also share with you different evidence-based tips so that you are able to improve your sleep quality. I will also link all the sources from which I've made this video that I have found through research in the description down below, so you can go read them, dive deep into them if you are interested, or if not, you can just watch the video and you'll get more than enough. So let's start by a very interesting section of the book Why We Sleep by Matthew Walker, who is a professor of psychology and neuroscience at the University of Berkeley, California. In one of his classes with undergraduate students around the topic of sleep, he asked his students about their sleep habits. It turned out that more than 85% pulled all-nighters, not sleeping at all basically, hustling hard during the night. And the common reason for pulling all-nighters was the fact that they were cramming for an exam. So this guy, Matthew Walker, thought, well, I'm just gonna see if there's actually a correlation between good sleep and good performance, so that he could advise his students to not do this last day cramming, sacrificing their sleep. So in 2006, Matthew Walker thought to do an MRI study. He randomly separated a large group of students into asleep and sleep deprived. So the next day, the group that was supposed to sleep the full night did so, and the students that weren't allowed to sleep at all were kept awake by the staff of the experiment. You know, this was actually legit. So at midday the following day, he carried out MRI scans, trying to see how their brain worked when learning a given set of facts. So he waited 2 nights for those sleep-deprived students so that they would recover fully before being tested. So the results of the experiment were the following. The sleep-deprived group had a 40% deficit when consolidating and learning the facts compared to those that had slept the full night. This could actually be the difference between nailing an exam and failing miserably. 40%, that's quite a lot. Apart from this, information introduced into the brain while being sleep deprived was also seen to be way less easily converted into long-term memory. And for this reason, for many students that have global exams, basically they have little exams on different topics and then they have an official one including everything. For example, I have A-levels, and A-levels are exams which have everything, all the content, and it's just a pair of exams or one exam that is the official one. This proves that in those cases you should not pull all-nighters. When studying for your little exams, you're not going to retain as much, and then you're going to get into the final exam, into the serious one, into the official one, and you're just going to have nothing at all. If you don't sleep the very first night after learning, you lose the chance to consolidate those memories, even if you get lots of catch-up sleep later on. In terms of memory, sleep is not like the bank. You cannot accumulate debt and hope to pay it off at a later point in time. Sleep for consolidation is an all or nothing event. Sleep quality is proven to affect the results of your performance, even 1 month before, which is 30 days. That's quite a lot. So this means that you need to get consistent sleep. It doesn't work just with sleeping well the night before the exam. So what you should do, basically, sleep well every single day. Have a routine, be consistent, and get good quality sleep so that you can also be rested, you can also be, focused and relaxed. And if you do that every single day, you're just not gonna miss. You're gonna get consolidation and you're gonna perform also very, very effectively. The greater inconsistency in sleep was correlated with the lower performance possible, with the lower overall score. Further evidence behind the power of sleep. Research has consistently shown that taking time to sleep before an exam will benefit your test score more than 5 or 4 hours of extra work, staying awake, staring at notes that you will not remember, In very few cases, it is actually worthwhile to sacrifice sleep, because what you gain with putting some extra hours of work, of study the day before, you're going to lose even more due to being sleep deprived. So that's basically the reason why you shouldn't do that. So yeah, sleep deprived students have lower GPAs due to the fact that it impacts memory and concentration. Rapid eye movement sleep, also called as REM sleep, appears to be deeply associated with learning and memory. If you don't sleep sufficient time, chances are that you don't get enough REM sleep. And basically, REM sleep is going to define at a greater scale the quality of your sleep. So if you're not able to reach REM, you're just gonna sleep poorly, that you're gonna be destroyed. So generally, the reason why people say that you should sleep a lot, like 8 hours at least, the reason for that is that you can have higher chances of reaching REM sleep. So yeah, REM sleep is key. I already know how much is good for you. This really depends on the person, on your age, but obviously if we're talking about students, it should be at least 7, for me it's around 7:30 to 8 hours of sleep, but this really depends on the person. So yeah, generally I would say over 7 hours, but that really depends on you. Now that we talked a lot about the importance of sleep on students, how do we actually get good sleep? So here are 5 evidence-based tips that are gonna help you improve your sleep quality and hopefully improve your grades as well. So the first one is alcohol. Alcohol consumption has been proved multiple times to destroy memory consolidation of concepts. So if you are not doing too well, try not to drink, at least not too much, because this is not only going to affect your consolidation, but it's also going to affect your sleep. And your sleep is also going to affect your performance. So yeah, be very aware of that. Secondly, body temperature, which is one of the most underappreciated factors when talking about sleep. In order to enter sleep mode, you need to drop your body temperature by 1 degree, more or less 1 degree Celsius. So you're able to sleep in a room which is relatively cold, you'll be able to drop your 1 degree Celsius. So you're able to get into sleep quicker, and you're able to reach REM sleep also quicker. So you'll be able to improve your sleep quality overall. Third evidence-based tip is to remove blue light an hour before going to sleep, something like that. So if you're able to reduce blue light hours before going to sleep, it will help you produce more melatonin, which is basically the hormone of sleep, which creates the feeling of wanting to sleep. So yeah, try to minimize blue screens. You can have the option of turning screens a bit more yellow in many devices. And you can also read in order to reduce your screen time before going to sleep. And what I do is just bring my Kindle, read a bit of fiction, because it's the thing that stimulates me the least, because if you're gonna read a book about something you need to put attention into or to learn, you're gonna need to be more active and stuff. But if you're reading just something of fiction, that, I don't know, it's nice and a nice tale, that'll help you a lot. Wind down and get to a good night's sleep. For the fourth evidence-based tip, we've got exercise. So exercise is key. If you're able to exercise during the day, you'll be able to get a very good mind. The thing of right body, right mind. So yeah, try to exercise as much as you can. Only thing, make sure that you don't exercise very close to your sleeping time, because if not, you might stimulate yourself too much and you might have some problems when getting into a sleep zone. For the last and fifth evidence-based tip, I have right here that waking up at the same time every single day will help you improve your quality of sleep. For example, I always had trouble with this because I always had to wake up very, very early during the weekdays, and then in the weekends I would wake up a bit more later, and this messes up your circadian rhythm, which is basically the thing within your brain which is responsible for the sleep cycles and making sure that at this time you'll get to sleep. For example, I always more or less sleep from 11 o'clock, 10:30 maybe, to 7 o'clock, something like that, because I wake up at 6:55 a.m. on weekdays and then at 7:30 more or less on the weekends. So yeah, try to get a stable sleep schedule and sleep consistently, regularly at the same times, and this will help you a lot, improving your quality of sleep. So if you have got to this point of the video, I have to say thanks for watching. I hope you have found some nice takeaways, some nice tips, and yeah, you've got all the sources down below so that you can do your own research and maybe find some more gems. So yeah, I really hope you found some useful tips in this video and that you are able to improve your sleep and your grades at the same time. And if you like this video, make sure to hit the like button because it does help a lot, so that YouTube knows that this video is kind of worth sharing to more people. And also consider subscribing as well if you think I might make some interesting videos in the future. I hope you sleep well. Kind of a strange way to end this video, but I hope you improve your sleep quality. I think that's better. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.